Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2016 mid-month readings. I hope everyone is having a fabulous December so far. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to those of you who celebrate the holidays. My hair is totally driving me crazy today. I am using the Gilded Tarot deck, as I usually do, by artist Cyril Marchetti. And even though we're focusing more on the last half of the month and the month in its entirety, I'm still going to be using the same 8 card spread with an additional ninth card from the bottom of the deck representing your overall energy and advice for the readings. These are general readings, so of course they're not going to mean the same thing to everyone who watches them. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. They may play out a little more predictably for you this month. And watching all three may just give you different insights into what's going on in your life right now. So, kind of a more whole picture if you watch all three. So, try to do that if you can. Thank you, always a thank you before we start for continuing to watch and follow and listen to my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for all your support and feedback. And welcome to any newcomers that may be joining us for the first time. And thank you for subscribing, should you choose to do so. Thank you to everyone who continues to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's a pleasure and an honor always, as I say. And I'm so very grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And thank you particularly to my regular clients for the frequent updates on how those readings continue to play out in your lives. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading with me, or for friends and family and loved ones, you can purchase gift readings at any time during the year. But the holidays, I always get a lot of requests for them because they make such lovely and unique Christmas gifts. So if you're interested in that, you can send me an email. If you click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, that will give you a little more information in detail and my email address. You can email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I do readings full time, 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you pretty quickly. Current turnaround time for readings is anywhere from a couple of days, upwards of a couple of weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks. And even though the holidays are a pretty busy time, I do still have openings between now and the end of the year as well. So if you're interested in a reading for yourself or in purchasing a gift reading, I also offer a yearly overview and outlook, which a lot of people like to order at the end of the year to look at the new year coming ahead, which we are looking at in just a couple of weeks here. Although, of course, you can do those at any time during the year because they cover 12 months from the time of the reading. But a lot of people like to do it at the end of the year. So if you're interested in that, just mention it in your email. You can email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be most delighted to work with you. So moving right along, let's get into this. This reading is for Pisces for December 2016. Pisces, the water sign of Pisces for the remainder of December 2016 and the remainder of the year. What do the next couple of weeks have in store for the water sign of Pisces? Pisces, the fish, are fluid, mercurial dreamers. Pisces. Pisces for December 2016, mid-month. Pisces. Okay. We begin with the Nine of Cups. What a great way to start. Followed by the Queen of Cups. Next to that, we have the Ten of Wands. So many completion cards for the signs. Accompanied by the King of Swords. We have the King of Cups, followed by the Hermit. We have a couple here. We have the King and Queen of Cups. Some relationship couple energy for some of you. At the end of the month, we have the Lovers, accompanied by the Hanging Man. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and advice is the Eight of Cups, leaving things behind which no longer work for you. It looks like there's a lot of happiness for a lot of you watching out there, Pisces. We do have the Queen and King of Cups here. Beautiful couple energy, beautiful match energy, along with the lovers as well. We have one, two, three major arcana cards here. So pretty significant divine timing and orchestration and energy and advice here as well. Overall energy being the Eight of Cups, it's about leaving things behind that don't serve you anymore, leaving things behind which don't bring you joy or fulfillment or which have already served their purpose. So let's begin. We find ourselves at the middle of December with the energy of the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card, lovely, paired with the Queen of Cups. So cups. Cups is water energy, and the suit of cups governs emotions, feelings, relationships, and love. All different kinds of relationships and love, not just romantic. The Nine of Cups is considered the wish fulfillment card, the card of getting what you want, having your cups overflowing, having not just enough, but more than enough. You can see that this man is raising up his cup in the air. He's very happy. He obviously has enough to eat, enough to drink. His physical surroundings are comfortable. He has enough not just for himself, but to share with friends and family, which is what these other eight cups are representing. It's about sharing with friends and family, celebrating with friends and family, feeling like you have more than enough and feeling very emotionally satisfied and content. What a beautiful, beautiful way to find yourselves in the middle of December 2016, Pisces. Very much a we celebratory kind of feeling. And we are in the holiday season, so you could be celebrating with friends, family, your spouse or loved one, partners as well. That Nine of Cups is paired with the Queen of Cups. So queens and kings represent individuals or energy that's reached the mastery of its suit. And we have both the Queen and King of Cups here. As an individual, this can represent you or another water sign who's significant in sharing this happiness with you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could just be you feeling very emotionally fulfilled and abundant as well. The Queen of Cups would represent somebody who's she's reached the mastery of her suit, which is feelings and relationships and love. This is somebody who's very good with other people, loving, nurturing, always knows the right thing to say, great source of support and comfort and love. Very spiritual and intuitive as well. She allows herself to be led and to trust in divine timing and orchestration in her connection to the divine to guide her where she wants to go. It's also about emotional stability, staying emotionally grounded and centered, even when people around her or the environment or circumstances might be challenging or chaotic. She always is able to remain emotionally stable and still, again, very giving and nurturing as well. So you may just be feeling just what a beautiful combination of cards, emotional fulfillment, contentment, abundance, feeling very loving and almost maternal in kind of celebrating and sharing and caretaking at this time. And again, I think some of you are literally during the holiday seasons surrounded with family and friends. Now, next to that, we have the Ten of Wands accompanied by the King of Swords. So the Ten of Wands is a completion card. Tens represent the end of a cycle, something coming full circle. And for you, this is a burden or a long struggle or something you've invested yourself in for a long time coming to an end. Wands is fire energy. The suit of Wands governs creative, manifesting, building energy. It's about change, movement, action, power. It's a very fluid, action oriented suit. And something is drawing to a close for you. And that could be the source of or part of the source of this feeling of emotional abundance. There could be a sense of freedom in this as well. Something is coming to a close. For some of you, it's a cross you've had to bear, something which has been painful or challenging. For others of you, it could be a project, a course of study, something that you've invested a lot of time and energy and work into, drawing to a close. It's been successful. You've carried it successfully, but it's heavy. It's a burden, or it's become a burden, become heavy and cumbersome. But the 10 represents being at the end. You can see this man's head is up and he is looking at his destination, this place where he can lay those wands down, whatever they signify for you, and stand up and take a deep breath and be free from it. Now, that 10 of Wands is paired with the King of Swords. This is an interesting combination, and I'll wait to see what feedback I get from those of you for whom this resonates, because here's where the story is going to split off depending on who's watching. So we have air energy here. The suit of swords is governed by the element of air, and it's all about what goes on up here. Words, ideas, communication, thoughts, our belief systems, perspectives, perceptions. It's all about how we look at things, mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. So this king has reached the mastery of his suit, the suit of swords. So as an individual, this would represent somebody who's very intelligent, if not very well educated, very much a truth seeker. The court cards of the suit of swords, particularly the king and queen of swords, are all about the truth, reality, fact finding, information. They have been known to sacrifice their own emotions on the altar of truth and reality and what is. It's also about higher education because they're inquisitive, curious, always gathering information, always wanting to know more, to find out more. Very truthful. This is somebody that would give you, if you went to them for an honest opinion, they would give you the honest opinion, devoid of emotion or sugarcoating or anything like that. Sometimes they can come across as emotionally distant or detached because they're thinkers. They come from a place. They tend to come from a place of the mind before the heart. Very thoughtful, considerate. They're thinkers. But sometimes that comes across as being emotionally distant or detached, and they aren't necessarily. It's just their presentation, the kind of people they are. This could represent an air sign as well: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So for some of you, this combination of the Ten of Wands and the King of Swords could be what's drawing to a close is some kind of a significant connection or even relationship with this air sign individual or somebody who strongly manifests the character traits of the King of Wands. For some of you, this could represent energy yourself. You've been manifesting the energy of the King of Wands, perhaps being kind of emotionally detached or withdrawn, and that is coming to a close. Whatever the burden or challenge is somehow significantly connected to this King of Swords, and I feel like it's an actual individual. So it could be a business partnership coming to a close, a job coming to a close, somebody you worked with. It could be a personal relationship that you had with this person. It's coming to a close. And there's a sense of a burden being free from it as well, whether or not the relationship or connection itself was negative, or it's time for it to be over and you're really grateful. There's a sense of a weight being lifted and freedom in this, and it could be the cause or part of the contributing cause to this feeling of emotional abundance, feeling finally you're free from this connection, this relationship, whatever it is that you're involved in with this King of Swords, or whatever he or the energy that it represents. Remember, your crowning card is this Eight of Cups, which is leaving behind that which no longer is serving you or bringing you joy and fulfillment. Now, next to that, we have the King of Cups, followed by the Hermit. So, the King of Cups, this could represent you, Pisces, being a water sign, or another water sign significant to you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Very similar to the Queen of Cups, a bit more of a masculine energy, more of an external caretaker, more of a guardian, protecting kind of energy, or it could just simply represent you, male or female, because this is a general reading, so it's way too difficult to be gender specific on this. He's often sometimes referred to as the King of Cool because it's all about remaining emotionally stable and centered, even if the outside environment or people are losing their heads or it's chaotic. It's about keeping your emotional cool, keeping your emotional stability, being grounded and focused. I feel like for a lot of you, it's less about a specific person and more about needing to manifest this energy of the King of Cups. Um, I feel like a lot of you, this thing coming to an end, for some of you, maybe even more than half of you, there's a relationship connection somehow with this King of Swords coming to an end, or you're seriously considering it, that it's time to let this burden go, that it's time to detach yourself and move on from whatever this represents or whoever this represents. There's a very strong message and energy from spirit about taking your time in doing this or in being careful about how you do this. That King of Cups is, or at least waiting and thinking and contemplating before you make any more or any further major decisions that are going to affect not just you, but somebody else in a significant relationship or other people. That King of Cups is paired with the Hermit card, Major Arcana card. Now, the hermit can represent being solitary and alone on a path. It represents also using the accumulation of your life's wisdom and knowledge and experience to figure out how to walk through a particular situation or how to make a decision, because that's what hermits really do. Hermits and monastics, they kind of withdraw from outside distractions, remove themselves to a quieter, isolated place. Why? For contemplation, to seek clarity and insight and wisdom, to figure out how to get through something, which is what this man is doing. He's slowly, carefully picking his way across this narrow precipice, and he's using the light of this lantern to guide himself by. And this lantern is symbolic for all his years of experience. It's about taking a time out, maybe withdrawing, being reflective, going within, using your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom, maybe your experience that you've had with this King of Swords individual, whoever he represents or whatever he represents, to figure out the best way to walk through this, what the best decision is to make, and staying emotionally centered and grounded while you do that. And that message is echoed even louder in the next and last combination of cards towards the end of December. We have the combination of the Lovers paired with the Hanging Man. Those of you that are making a decision or in the middle of making a decision, trying to figure out your way through from removing yourself from a situation, a relationship, a job, whatever it is that you're involved with, or whoever it is that you're involved with, breaking free from that, leaving something behind or someone behind, feeling like you want to do that. There's a very strong message here of be careful about how you do it. Take your time to kind of reflect, look at it, draw on your experience and your instincts and intuition, what you know to be true, to help you do this in the best way possible and make the best decision possible. The Lovers represents needing to make a choice and decision about a relationship or something that's going to affect a relationship, somebody else, or more than just you. In the early tarot decks, this was not called the Lovers, it was called the Choice, and it showed a man standing in front of two women. The implication being that it was about needing to make a choice, a significant choice that was going to affect not just you, but somebody else, perhaps someone you're in a relationship with, or other people that are close to you. It's a significant and profound decision that will affect more than just your life. Now, the Lovers is paired with the Hanging Man. This is a card which can represent feeling like you're in stasis, in limbo, perhaps like there's no movement. Sometimes this is a card of withdrawing from conflict for a time, because sometimes the best way to win a battle is not to fight one. Uh, and it's also about making peace with a decision or with the situation that you're in, regardless of what it may look like to the outside world or to people around you. But it can also just represent time, stasis, limbo, or just taking a time out period. And attached to the Lovers, and especially after the King of Cups and that Hermit energy, I feel quite strongly, Pisces, that Spirit is advising you to be careful about how you're bringing something to an end, whether that's a job, a project, a career path, a relationship. It feels like there is an overall sense of leaving something behind, which you no longer feel it needs to be part of your life. Uh, but it's about taking the time to do that. I feel like this decision should not be actually made or decided upon in the next couple of weeks, but over the next couple of weeks, you need to take time to kind of reflect and consider it. Draw on your experience, what you know to be true, to help you find the best way of walking through this. But try to, if you can, not make any major decisions, particularly relationship decisions, until the end of the month or even until the first part of January. Stay emotionally stable and grounded. Enjoy the time. It looks like there's a lot of opportunity to enjoy time with friends and family and loved ones, particularly if there's another water sign involved with you there. But try to keep from making any important relationship decisions or things which will affect other people in a significant and profound way until the end of the year, or perhaps even into a little bit of January as well. But the energy is there. Your crowning card is the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from something, making a decision to turn your back on that which has turned out to be not what you wanted or no longer serving you, disappointing or disillusioning, which is what this man has done. These Eight Cups behind him indicate something that or someone that he's been involved in or with, and after coming to the end of tasting and drinking from each of them, it wasn't what he wanted, it wasn't what he thought, or it served its purpose, and it's time to leave them behind. He's made up his mind to leave it behind, whatever they signify. It's just a question of where to go. He's surveying the horizon, dressed for travel. He's already made his decision to turn his back on us, on whatever this is, but he hasn't quite decided what direction he's going to go in or where he's going to go from there. And I feel like some time needs to be taken for that and how to kind of continue moving through and away from this. Take your time, enjoy the holidays, enjoy what looks like some beautiful opportunities to really just have a good time and revel in spending time with people that you really care about. It looks like there's an opportunity that this moving away is a freedom for you. It's a freeing from a burden. Just be careful and take your time about how you do it, and any major significant decisions, try to put them off until the beginning of the year if you can, Pisces. But really a lovely reading, a little contemplative. Don't be spontaneous or impulsive, but enjoy yourself, enjoy the remainder of the year. It looks like there's plenty of opportunities for you to do so. So, Pisces, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it useful in at least some small way, that it's given you a little food for thought. Thank you very much for watching it. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal reading for yourself or as a gift or in the yearly overview and outlook, please feel free to email me directly at Maggie, the number one McGuire at gmail.com. I would be very happy to work with you. And until I see you all again in a couple of weeks for the January 2017 general readings, as always, Pisces, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all. Bye bye.